Welcome back. I'm your girl cooking with Tammy. Tonight I'm going to show you how to make a delicious egg roll recipe. We're going to be making, drum roll please, seafood egg rolls. Now who doesn't love seafood unless you're allergic? But nevertheless, we're going to put our recipe together and it's going to be so awesome, guys. So without further ado, let's get in the kitchen and let's get to cooking. Here's the ingredients for today's recipe. We're going to need some Bahamian lobster tails along with jumbo shrimp. We also have some crab in the background. I'm not even going to call it lump crab, but we have, you know what, it's special. That's what it is. But the main point is we have some crab on deck. For our seasonings, we're going to be using onion powder, garlic powder, Old Bay seasoning, along with cedar wood smoked seasoning, of course. Mayo, breadcrumbs, eggs, Worcestershire sauce, Dijon mustard, hot sauce, mayo, and egg roll wrappers. Without further ado, let's get to cooking. First thing we're going to do is remove our lobster tails from the shell, of course. And these are 2 to 3 ounce lobster tails. Gonna cut them on up in chunky bite-sized pieces. And then we're going to go in and split them in half. These smaller lobster tails are perfect for seafood egg rolls. I'm going to save the larger lobster tails for a mukbang. Yes! With our jumbo shrimp, I'm going to, let's cut it in 3s. If you notice, I'm just basically merging everything together because they are all gonna hit the pan together. Let me know in the comment section if you've ever tried seafood egg rolls. We're gonna add a little drizzle of oil, get the party started. We're gonna add a small amount of onion powder, not too much. Garlic powder, Old Bay seasoning, of course. We're gonna add enough, but not too much. And we're also gonna add some of your girls' cedar wood smoked seafood seasoning. Don't get no better than this right here. Citrus and smoky notes. Goodness gracious. All right, that's it. And we are going to combine our seasonings with our seafood. Now keep in mind, seafood is very delicate. So 2 things. You don't want to overcook it, and you definitely don't want to over season. In the meanwhile, let's get our pan nice and hot. And we're going to add our seafood to the pan, of course, but we are not going to be cooking the seafood all the way through. We're going to cook it, I want to say, honestly, about halfway through. We're going to add a small drizzle of oil to our pan. Spread the oil around evenly in the pan. And we are going to introduce our seafood. First thing we want to do is work on our crab cake mixture. So we're going to add some mayo to our bowl. Get the spatula so I can scrape it out. We're also going to add some Dijon mustard. Perfect. Along with some Worcestershire sauce. Couple drops is perfect. Gonna add some hot sauce for a little extra oomph of flavor. We're going to add our egg. Get that mixed in as well. We're going to add our crab meat. And let's just fold it into our mixture. As you can see, this is definitely too loose, all right? So we need a binder. So we could add, of course, most of you already know, we could use saltine crackers or maybe some infused Italian breadcrumbs, or toast some bread up and just break it up. And we're just gonna fold that on in until we get the perfect consistency and texture. I'm going to add some more breadcrumbs. I'm not going to add too much because we're not trying to create a breadcrumb tasting crab cake. So a small amount goes a far way. All right, this is gonna be just fine because I'm gonna be able to mold it the way I want to. All right, we're gonna take our seafood and add it to our crab meat. And I'm using a slotted spoon for a reason. It's because I don't want any of the excess juice or liquid that was retained from the seafood getting into this mixture. Because what's gonna happen is it's gonna be too soggy and that's not gonna be good. All right. Let's get in there and use our hands. And let's mix everything together. It's a method to the madness. But anyway, let's get going. All right. All right, let's get our egg roll wrappers ready. I'm gonna double it just to play it safe. And you wanna place it like this. Not so much like this, but more so like this, all right? We're gonna take a good amount of our seafood. And we're not gonna really place it in the middle, but more so closer to us. Bring it on in. Get those sides. Right? And just get to wrapping. Oh, you know what I did with the other egg? I went ahead and beat that egg because we're going to use it to seal the edges of our egg roll. I forgot to mention that. My bad. And we're just going to wrap it like that. And we're done. All right? Really good, guys. Get that egg wash, seal your letter, and put it in the mail. Perfect. All right, we are down to the last one. Bring the sides in, make sure it's tight. Fold those sides in. Get some of that egg wash. You know something, if you don't want to use egg wash, you could definitely use water and flour. And roll it, and that is it. Make sure you place it side down on this part right here. We're going to place our egg rolls onto a parchment lined baking sheet. Now, because it's really, really late, guys, I'm going to place it into the refrigerator overnight because it's not really a rush to fry our egg rolls at this point in time. However, if you are going to be making your egg rolls the same day, I would say about 30 minutes would be perfectly fine. 30 minutes or more. Also, the main reason why we're placing it into the refrigerator is because we want our filling to set. All right, that's really, really important. You don't want to fry your egg rolls at this stage and have your egg rolls unraveling and making a mess. Just trust me on this one. Place it into the refrigerator and just be patient. All right, my loves, so it's been some hours later. And as you can see, I went ahead and wrapped it in saran wrap. We're gonna go ahead and remove the saran wrap. We're gonna preheat our oil to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. We are gonna grab our seafood egg roll. We're going to place it into our 350 degree Fahrenheit oil, but we're not going to overcrowd the pan. We want to maintain our 350 degree Fahrenheit temperature. That's what's going to allow our egg rolls to become nice and golden brown. And besides, we need flipping room. We don't need to be in here struggling trying to flip it and another egg roll is all in the way, if you get what I'm saying. All right, let's flip our egg rolls over. Check out that nice golden brown color. As you can see, we have two bowls going on. That's because we're going to be making two different sauces, all right? Well, actually, let's just add some ranch. And for the first bowl, add whatever condiment your family is in love with. And for our second sauce, we're going to add some mayo to a bowl, along with our honey barbecue sauce. We're also going to add some sweet relish, smoked paprika for a nice smoky element of flavor. And we are going to get in there, stir it on up. Add a couple drops of lemon juice. It's time for our taste test. Let's see what we're working with. Let's see if we created something that actually tastes good. First thing I want to do is break our egg roll open just to get a good look. Ah! Check out that chunky piece of shrimp. Not to mention, oh my goodness, our crab cake and everything else and our lobster. All right, let's try with the ranch first. How about we do this? Because your girl is greedy, all right? Let's not even act like I'm not on camera. We're going to try some with my special homemade sauce as well. Who's ready to go in for the bite? This is really some good stuff. I really want to say something else right now, but this,